Okay, so I may have screwed up on something. Hey guys, this is CSDX, but you can call me Sean, and I wanted to update you guys about the Balan Wonderworld video. I'm not going to end up, deleting it or privating it, given what happened, but, let's just say I probably should have waited at least a few more days before having put it out. See, just to get this out of the way, Balan Wonderworld, 1 year later, was supposed to be out on March 26th, because, 1 year later. Unfortunately, life and financial stress got in the way, so it only ended up coming out just about last week. Literally, 2 or 3 days after I put up that upload, Yuji Naka came out about some dilemmas that were linked to the development of the game. And basically, a lot of the stuff, well, I say a lot, but it was, basically a lot of the stuff that I had mentioned in the video, whether it was a joke or whatever, turned out to not be accurate, and I am very, very sorry about that, and I'm here to correct the situation with this upload, as well as clarify a few things. So the first major thing is that I made a bit at the end of the video where I felt Yuji Naka should retire after all because of the fact that, or fact I should say, that Balan Wonderworld was what he thought was ready for release. On top of that, I ended up making the claim that he fell under the what I call the Go Nuts initiative, where a director ends up being given free reign to do whatever they want with whatever they're directing, and no studio interference happened at all. And the third thing was that I basically made a joke about how Square Enix should have interfered like they shouldn't have with Babylon's Fall, but that was largely to poke fun at Babylon's Fall, but regardless, none of that was the case. In fact, according to Yuji on Twitter here, in fact, thanks to a translator from @CheeseMeister3K on Twitter, thank you very much, CheeseMeister3K, he actually was removed as the director of Balan Wonderworld about a half a year before its release. So he filed a lawsuit against Square Enix, and now he's able to speak out about it. And apparently there was also the fact that a number of other stuff that ended up going very wrong from what I'm seeing here, most of which I don't think I even mentioned anything about. Although there is also apparently a tweet here that suggests that Yuji Naka was not actually a terrible person in terms of abandoning the Sonic fans or whatever, or being crappy with a lot of the development. Apparently, I can't find it on here, but apparently after Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was released, he didn't want to make any more Sonic games, but Sega made him anyway, while also splitting up his team to work on Sonic 2 and then Sonic CD. So it is very interesting about what happened there. There was a fourth thing that I mentioned as well, but I can't remember what it was off the video, but basically what I'm trying to say is I screwed up, and I am terribly sorry. The video, I feel like, is still going to go up because, I'm proud of how it came out in terms of entertainment value, but I made sure to leave a note on the upper right corner at the very beginning of the video, on top of leaving the Twitter thread in the description, in the pinned comment, and even replied to someone about it on the video when I told... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I thought the game was finished already. That Yuji was satisfied with the situation, but as it turns out, no. It turns out, given that he was removed from the director about 6 months before its release, it actually is technically unfinished because he wanted to put in some extra polish and such. The one takeaway about this, which isn't really much of a takeaway anyway, is that I feel like even with whatever Naka was going to put in, it is entirely possible that the game would have still been not fun. Although at the same time, it would be interesting to see what would have happened had Naka been allowed to make the changes and adjustments he wanted to do, to where Square just wouldn't, be a dick about it. Which is interesting because if you check Square's recent track record, Square Enix that is, they haven't been doing too great in the public eye. It's really interesting, actually. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to say about this. If you enjoyed the Balan Wonderworld, I appreciate it, but please remember that everyone makes mistakes, and I made at least 4 in the video, and I am terribly sorry about that. This video is up just to make sure that is clarify about it. Alright. Take care, be safe, Black Lives Matter, love is love. Please remember to stay awesome, and Sometimes if your gut tells you to wait a bit longer, you may want to listen to it potentially. Although that would depend on the situation at hand. See you guys then.